Hey y'all, welcome to WIG and I'm Sandy. Today I'm going to be reviewing Tress Allure's California Beach Waves in the shade 3231. Tress Allure released California Beach Waves about a year ago, and when they did, y'all, it caught on like a wildfire. It was hard to get one. I managed to get one in a blonde shade, and I loved the style, fell in love with it, but that shade just washed me out, and I was so disappointed that I had to send it back, and I couldn't get another one. Everything was sold out. So finally, yay, I got a California Beach Waves, and now I understand the hype. It is absolutely stunning. This style looks like you have been at the beach and you come back and just let your hair naturally air dry. Wow, wouldn't it be great to be at the beach right now? It is snowing here in West Virginia. It is spring and it is snowing. But move on, Sandy. But just look at this beautiful wave pattern, y'all. And then you've got the fringe that just frames the face, and then it goes into the body of the style. You have some of that fringe over here on this side as well. There is layering. You have the bang is 5 inches, and then you have a 16-inch layer at the crown. They didn't give you measurements on the side, but it does. You can see the layering in the style. And then it's 16 inches from the nape, so it is long. Let's take a look at it. This is my right side, the back, and my left side. This is a heat-friendly fiber, which adds to the natural look of the fiber, and it also allows you to style it. It would be hard to duplicate this style, but you can, or you can straighten it. You just don't want to exceed the temperature of 320. My sweet spot is between 280 and 300. The fibers feel super soft, y'all. Now, typically we know that they're not going to feel that way throughout the life of the wig. I sure hope it lasts a while because it feels really good. You are going to want to treat the ends with heat. I like to do it about every 3 wears and just spray the ends with water, and you could just run a heat comb through the ends just to keep those fibers looking smooth and feeling good. The fibers are really soft. They feel really nice. They're, like I mentioned earlier, they're heat-friendly fibers. With a heat-friendly style and a long style, you're going to get tangles. That's just the nature of the beast, y'all. So your best way to combat that is just with a wide tooth comb. Keep it with you wherever you go. And then throughout the day, just start at the bottom, go through the style, and comb out those tangles, because where it's long, it's heat-friendly, it's just going to tangle. But I really do love the feel of these fibers. They're really soft, so I hope they stay that way. I really hope they do. The density on California Beach Waves, I would say, is a medium density. It's not a real thick density. I mean, see, you can make a ponytail with it real easily, and it's not a real thick pony. So the density is created a lot from the style itself, the layers, and just the length and the style of the wig. Now, there's no permatease. If there is, it is just a minimal amount around that mono top. It's flat at that mono. You're not going to get a lot of zhuzh and a lot of lift. If you want to create more volume, you could do that with Tress Allure's Tress Tech. That'll add more texture, give it some volume, but anything that you do to it, like if you zhuzh it up like this, it's just going to fall because that permatease is not there to keep that style. But there's plenty of volume on the style, and it's not overwhelming. I mean, you can smooth it down if that's not the way you like to wear your styles, but it's not a real dense wig either. The full mono top, so you can move that part around in any direction and have that realistic scalp feature. You have a full lace on California beach wave, so you can pull it back and create off the face styles, which is nice because sometimes with a style that has bangs, they only give you a basic cap, so you can pull it back. The lace front, it's not the best, but it's not the worst, y'all. You can always use some powder or some eyeshadow and just blur out those knots. And two, I'll take my fingers and just move them around in a circular motion. But really, because you have these bangs, it's going to hide that lace front and it's not going to be real noticeable anyway. You have an average size cap on California beach waves. I'm a 22.5-inch circumference, and the coverage of the cap is really nice. It comes right to my temple. I didn't have to move in the adjusters. You could easily get a 23 in this cap because there is some room in it, but it's not an overly large cap, so you could definitely get a petite size in the cap as well. Just move those adjusters in the back. If it feels too large, you can crisscross those adjusters. Hopefully it wouldn't cause any bunching because I don't feel like the cap is overly large, so you could easily get a petite up to a 23 in the cap on California beach waves. The shade I'm wearing is 3231. They describe it as a medium red and auburn blend, and it is. It's definitely auburn. It almost has a cherry-like appearance. It's just deep and it's rich. It has those two shades. That lighter auburn is just highlighted in there so beautifully. It gives the shade the dimension. It doesn't have a root on it, but it truly doesn't need one in my opinion because the shade is dark and to me it doesn't need a root. Here it is on wigs.com's website, and I felt like it was pretty accurate. I mean, that's a pretty good depiction of the shade when you get it out of the box, and that's not always the case with stock photos. Right now it shows that they have 5, 10, 15 or 20 available shades in California beach waves, which is a good variety. You have brunettes and blondes, blacks, grays, reds, so there's a choice for everyone in California beach waves. You have a full mono top that allows you to part in any direction. You have an extended lace front that extends into those velvet covered ear tabs with metal stays. You have an average size cap with good stretch. You have an extended velvet covered nape with Velcro strap adjusters. I'll put a link in the description box below that will take you directly to wigs.com, and when you put the wig in the cart, it'll automatically save you 30% off at checkout. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'd love to know if you got one of the beach waves back when they were all the hype, or if this is your first time seeing California beach waves. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.